And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to this live edition of Tidbits. There's been a good number of things that I wanted to look at, so let me know if the audio is good, and we're going to jump into things in a little bit. We've got some Bilt talk, we've got Caesars and MGM rumors, MGM changes that I'll dive into a little bit. Built Bill Pay has been updated with auto authorize. We'll go to Bilt's post on the Bilt subreddit for that one. So yeah, we've got a couple things to talk about and some more stuff about the United card updates. I also mentioned Robinhood in the thumbnail. I thought the Robinhood Lost City of Gold live stream was going to be at 6:30 Eastern. Turns out it's going to be at 6:30 Pacific. So I've got it kind of in the background on mute, and if there's anything of interest, I'll poke in with that. But I thought that there might be some additional credit card news on there, so we'll see what happens. So it's in the background, it's on mute, and if anything occurs during this live stream, I'll try my best to cover it. So we've got Vincent Pasquale with us. Thanks, Vincent. Bilt Bits. We're going to talk some Bilt. We're going to talk some United. We're going to talk some MGM. Just keep rolling from there. Some Wyndham stuff as well. Texas Dogs joined us. Hi, all. I've been thinking about MGM or Caesars cards, but couldn't find any YouTube reviews by anyone I follow. I'm looking forward to the show. So we'll look at the cards. I've mentioned the MGM card as a card from FNBO. It was not a particularly exciting card, if I remember correctly, but both are rumored to be launching more premium versions of their cards. So we'll jump into that. Ian says, I'm picking fava beans. I'm not sure if he means that he's picking them actually out of the shell or if he's picking fava beans as like Bilt Rent Day rewards. So let's go ahead and present. We're going to jump into share our screen here. We're going to just jump to the April Bilt Day from upgraded points. So I always have to close that. So from upgraded points, Rent Day, the biggest thing for Rent Day is going to be Avios transfer bonuses. So the three Avios airlines that Bilt is aligned with, that is Aer Lingus, British Airways, and Iberia. But in addition, there's Finnair, Qatar, and Logan Airways. There will be transfer bonuses on April 1st. If you're Bilt Blue, it'll be a 50% transfer bonus. If you're Bilt Silver, it'll be a 60% transfer bonus. Bilt Gold will be a 75% transfer bonus, and Bilt Platinum will be a 100% transfer bonus. Pretty much everything above Blue is not done by any other bank that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of any Avios transfer bonuses that are more than 50% across any of the banks. Now, there might be the occasional like 60 or 80%, but I doubt it. So Rent Day, big thing is going to be Avios transfer bonus. This will be between 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So you've got until about 3 a.m. Eastern to get those transfers done. 100% redemption bonus on Lyft rides. So Bilt recently added the ability to use points on Lyft rides. So from 9 a.m. Eastern on March 26th until basically 3 a.m. Eastern on April 1st, Bilt reward members can redeem points in the Lyft app and get a ride with up to a 100% bonus. Bilt Blue and Silver members get a 50% bonus. It comes out to about 0.7 cents per point regularly with the Lyft rides, redeeming your points for Lyft rides. So this would be either 1.05 cents per point or 1.4 cents per point, which would be better than nothing. But upgraded points, they value Bilt points at around 1.8 cents per point in aggregate. So with the bonus, it wouldn't even be that great. More Bilt Cafe events with Chloe Bakery. Neighborhood dining experiences return. Bilt Neighborhood Comedy returns. Berries and Bilt Rent Day returns. Soul Cycle. Most of the stuff is New York City based. And then Rent Free is co-hosted with Encore and Chris DiStefano. I'm not aware of Chris DiStefano, so there we go. We're going to stop sharing there. So Rent Day isn't too bad so far. The transfer bonus is great. I'm happy to see that it's Avios. I'm happy to see that they capped it at 100% instead of going to like 175, 200%, which was unsustainable. But An Avios is an Avios is an Avios. So if you've got a few thousand Bilt points, you can turn them into even more with British Airways and move those British Airways Avios over to Qatar. Nice way to use your points, and you'll get more than the aggregate 1.8 cents per point. So we'll jump over to the bill pay updates as well. So there we go. We got Texas Dog as a homeowner. I don't see any benefit having Bilt. Not yet. When mortgages come into play later this year, that will be a bigger play, depending on how they get it implemented, and if they actually launch something right, which Bilt and launching something right is virtually impossible. So totally get the skepticism there, not having any benefit. But if you pay an HOA fee, which why would you? You can use the rent. You can basically pay it as if you were paying rent. Your HOA fees would count toward points. So 1 point per dollar on your HOA fees without having to get credit card fees as well could be of use if you pay an HOA, but just wait for mortgages and kind of see where things land from there. Mesa is also doing mortgage points for mortgages, but you have to spend at least $1,000 a month on the card. And we still don't know what potential transfer partners they'll have. They say that they're going to have transfer partners. I'm going to assume that you're going to get the three that you always get, which is British Airways, Avios, British Airways, Iberia, and Aer Lingus, and Flying Blue, and then somebody from Star Alliance. If they could start with Air Canada, that would be amazing for them, but we'll see. We also have the Jordan Rules for Credit joining us this evening. Good evening, Jordan. I don't know how much of a rant I've got for Bilt, but we'll see. We're going to jump over to the official bill pay by Bilt update in the Bilt subreddit. So let's go over there real quick. We're going to share our screen again. We have this one. We're going to jump over here to Reddit, share. So this coming from Bilt Rewards, who says, "Hey everyone, following last week's launch," is a funny word to use here. Botch launch is more accurate. "Of our bill pay feature, we've put together a resource with FAQs linked below to help with the transition. This feature enhances security for members paying rent at properties outside the Bilt Partner Network, ensuring only authorized payments are processed. This improvement builds the foundation for upcoming features, including our mortgage rewards program, expected to launch this year, and future bill payment options." They're being a little cagey with that, and they haven't officially said anything, but potentially things like utilities and who knows what else could be included with future bill payment options. Now, they do have a website, support.biltrewards.com. If you click this, and I'll jump over to that page in just a second, then they follow up with, "As always, if you have any additional questions or concerns, feel free to drop them in the comments." So folks are using the comments there, 84 comments. So that's just the quick rundown there. So we're going to stop sharing there. That post should have been the email they sent out last week. If auto authorize was only going to take at a week, 10 days, pause the launch. Just do the launch all in one. Put the FAQ out there. Make it so that everyone is aware of everything all in one place. You know why? Because here's what they did on the FAQ page. So let's go to that FAQ page. I'm not going to read through this, but what does Bilt pay? Does it work? We've got this word salad here, but we have a video from Vimeo by Bilt. So Bilt gives you a 2-minute breakdown of pay rent with bill pay, setting up bill pay, all of that. That 2-minute video 10 days ago absolutely fixes all of their problems or prevents all of their problems in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. The short-sightedness on this is incredible. So, yeah, if it was going to be this short of a time frame from sending the email out about bill pay and causing all of the questions that were going to happen there, to this and having a video present, smarter thing would have been just to wait and put it all together. They have a video channel on Vimeo. I would put one up on YouTube. There'd be tens of thousands of people following that page, and you could do your brief how-tos and all of that, and highlight specific features of the Built program, and all those good things, all on YouTube. So we're gonna take that down for a second. We'll jump into some more comments here. Dugras Reports is here. He says Tids and Bits. Yep, we've got Tidbits live tonight. Texas Dog says hello to Dugras. Keith, can we rename Rent Day to Dumpster Fire Day? I don't know, man. It's just a. I get your anger. Most of it just stems from when you jumped into the program, honestly. But I get it. If you want to call it Dumpster Fire Day, that's fine. I don't think 100% transfer bonus to Avios is a dumpster fire, but I get your anger. Dugras with a hey dog. Tampa Travel checking in. Hey Tampa. Do you see them making changes to Venmo? I think eventually they're going to want to push everything through bill pay, just because if they can get outside credit cards going through bill pay to pay rent and things like that, I would assume that they're going to do that to get the processing fee that way and bring more processing fee money inside of Bilt. So we will see. But I think for now they're going to they'll keep doing what they're doing. But if there are going to be changes, we'll find out the hard way, unfortunately. A&M, can you bill pay anything on Bilt now? Yeah, you can bill pay rent. You can set up the authorization, make sure you get the payment in within 5 days. You can change your account if you have Bilt Protect. Change your account, move that over to bill pay, because the dirty little secret about bill pay with Bilt is they're changing banks. It was originally Evolve Bank, and they're going to another bank. It's not Wells Fargo, but it's like yet another bank that they're partnering with to do bill pay. And that's why the ACH number is changing. That's why there's a new routing number now. Could communicating this have been a good idea? Yes. Could putting everything together in like one cutely packaged video and let everyone know all of the changes all at once? Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. Billy, hey Billy, thanks for joining us. This is very nice Oilers jersey. Thank you very much. One of my many hockey jerseys. I was in an Islanders jersey for Stack Your Points earlier this week. The first episode came out today. Second episode is going to drop on Friday. So looking forward to that. Calder DS, seems like Bilt watched your video and based their PR campaign around your recommendations. Maybe. I do think it's completely unprofessional at this point that they're 5 years in, still relying on email and then jumping on Reddit as quickly as possible. It's a welcome change that they have their full FAQ up now, and that they have a 2-minute video explaining it. Do that going forward. That would make me happier. But I'm very happy to see that they sent out another email about bill pay, auto authorization. They've got a how-to. They've got all of those things. So yeah, I'm hoping they watch my video, but who knows? Joshua Ing joins us. Hey Joshua, he says, "Yo, midweek live, let's go." Yeah, just decided to put everything together as live tonight, just instead of trying to edit down a video and go super long. So, and I didn't know what was happening with Robinhood and didn't realize that it was going to be at 9:30 at night. So there you go. We might get some reactions to that as we go. Dugras, Matt, you work in a call center environment. I do. I'm sure you know that tech people don't communicate with the PR people or the frontline people. Yeah, absolutely. It's not ideal that this is the way that they are. I'm more concerned as a potential customer and a user of the site. I don't get why they do the things that they do. Like the tech people don't have to talk to the frontline people if senior leadership is presenting things in a package. And like, if the tech people had said auto authorize will only be a week out, they could have just waited a week. So I get what you're saying. It's not cool that they leave the frontline people out in a lurch, but the PR people should have been more in line with the tech people, and senior leadership should have been putting everybody together better. So I get it. I do. And in the environment that I work in, you know, we know that the tech people don't communicate with the PR people, and everything is need to know until it's well past time to know. So it's always reactive, not proactive. But Bilt should do better than the place that I work. Joshua says, gonna have to watch the replay because I just got off work and don't have an unlimited data plan, but looking forward to it. Completely understand. Joshua, thanks so much for watching, and look forward to you watching the replay. We'll see how it goes. E&M, can you pay other bills besides rent? Yes. So you can put in at least up to 3 transactions. You can't do 3 different rent payments, but at least 3 transactions can be authorized through bill pay with Bilt. So they're probably setting up for utilities or other things, but you can do up to 3. Bill Wright joins us. Thanks, Bill. He says the Caesars card can spend to platinum status, still have 0 tier credits, but it opens free parking, and the relationship with Atlantis in the Bahamas starts at platinum. Yeah, we'll jump into that in just a little bit. I've got the information on the Caesars card and some rumors about it. So yeah, it does start with platinum status with making any purchase. So your banana purchase with a Caesars card is far more valuable than your banana purchase with a Bilt card. QC Man joins us. Yanks QC Man. He says, and he is a channel member as well. So if you see that little note, also shout out to Jordan. He's also a channel member, and Keith is a channel member. QC Man says, Oilers ended the Islanders dynasty. You can't wear their jersey. Yeah, no, that's very true. But I've also got a Penguins jersey and a Rangers jersey. So uh, I get it. But that is before I was born. There was another Oilers dynasty like shortly after I was born. I missed all the cool things with the teams I root for. Also, QC Man dropped a $1.99 super chat saying, "Let's go Rangers." Don't like that I had to say that out loud, but hey, you know, they're fine. They've got the less talented Russian goalie. Keith says, outside of rent payments, what is the benefit of Bilt in all their programs? It seems like a one-trick pony. For those who like, they're building an ecosystem. They want an ecosystem play. If you're willing to go into the ecosystem, it could be super profitable. If you're not willing to join the ecosystem, it kind of is just a place to pool points to ship out to Hyatt. Keith, he says he's not holding his breath for Bilt 2.0. I got nothing. And replying to Bill, do you have the Caesars Casino app in your state? You can get status with blackjack and only lose 0.5%. Just use the online printout and on how to play each hand. Okay. Good to know, I guess. The Jordan rules of credit. Jordan jumps in with the Sabres have me questioning my entire existence. I think Buffalo sports in general just have folks questioning their entire existence. Do I have a Sabres jersey? I do have a Sabres jersey. The reprint, the most recent third jersey that they had that was like a reissuance of the Buffalo and Swords, cross swords. It's a good jersey. I like that one. And Keith drops a $1.99 super chat. Says, can we chant 1983? 1983 was the last. No, 84 was the last Islanders Cup. So. Dugraz asked, do you have a favorite bad customer service story, credit card or otherwise? My most recent interaction with Chase had me questioning all of my sanity because they made it sound like I had to have changed my Chase Sapphire, my Chase Freedom Unlimited like 6 months ago in order to be eligible for the most recent 2 times cashback everything offer. Like I went through like five different people to kind of understand what was being told to me. There was mention of like, oh, it needed to product change. Like at the time of the product change, I didn't need to product change when I did, or if I product changed, I'd still be ineligible now if I product changed right then and there because it was less than a year since I upgraded the car. I don't know. Like everybody sounded incompetent. Um, I came close to throwing my phone, but I eventually got a hold of the last person who was just like, no, what they said was wrong. If you product change today, you'd still have to wait 30 days. Don't know how much longer that offer would be available. And because he was the only one who was competent, I was saying, I know these get recorded. I know like sometimes feedback is a thing. Just make that 2x everything the standard for the card. I would pay an unreasonable annual fee just to have a 3x Chase Freedom Unlimited card. So um, that one stands out right now. TC man, Keith, I don't actually hate the Islanders, and I have Islanders friends, so I only jokingly tease about that. Thank you so much, Casey man, for that. I have I have some Rangers fans I can joke with back and forth, but then I have some Rangers fans that are like my Yankee fan friends, and they're not helpful. So, speaking of the Caesars card, let's jump over to a rumor shown on Doctor of Credit. And we're going to go over to one second to this rumor. So, we're going to share this. Rumor new Caesars credit card. According to a reader, Caesars is testing out promotion materials for a new credit card. Details below. Caesars Rewards Prestige Visa Signature Card, $149 annual fee, 20,000 point sign up bonus, $300 annual credit after the first year, $100 annual dining credit, $50 annual game credit, 7 times points at Caesars Rewards destinations. Interesting part, if the rumor proves to be true, not sure how reliable the reader is, as haven't interacted with them before. Okay. So at least they're being upfront about it. Due to the $300 annual hotel credit after the first year. Again, all of this is a rumor, but new Caesars credit card apparently being tested out there. $149 annual fee, way more back than in credits than any card at 149 should be offering, because that is 450 back in credits. So either unlocking the annual dining credit is going to cost so much spend, or the $50 credit is like broken up, that I find it hard to believe that they would do just a straight 450 in credits after the first year. But who knows? I was going to do this in the live just because I don't necessarily want to put this in a video and then come back and be wrong. So we'll do it here. So that's the rumor of a new Caesars credit card. Interesting. So now, just to kind of put that in perspective, we're going to stop sharing that tab, and I've got another tab open with the Caesars credit card. This is issued by Comenity, and this card isn't like the greatest card out there, but the Caesars Rewards Visa Signature card would be 5 times rewards credits per dollar spent at Caesars Rewards Resorts and Casinos, 2 reward credits per dollar spent at restaurants, travel, and entertainment, 1 reward credit everywhere else. You earn 10,000 reward credits and 2,500 tier credits when you spend $1,000 on the card in the first 90 days of opening the account, which they highlight here. You can upgrade to platinum status, which gives you a 15% discount at casino shops, complimentary valet and self-parking at many destinations, discounts on select Norwegian cruise line vacations, discounted rates out at Atlantis, Paradise Island in the Bahamas. You also get 5,000 tier credits when you spend $5,000 in a calendar year. You can also earn up to 15,000 reward credits when you spend $50,000 in a calendar year. Probably wouldn't do that, but there you go. And you also get platinum status when you make your first purchase with the card. All you have to do is spend a penny on the card, according to the terms and conditions down here. Platinum upgrade, spend 1 cent in the first 90 days on qualifying purchases made with your Caesars Rewards minus returns to upgrade to platinum status. Spend amount excludes balance transfers and cash advances. So there you go. Not a terrible card if you go to Caesars a lot, or if you want to establish Caesars Platinum status to start, and establish that relationship with Atlantis, and then you get the discounts on Norwegian Cruise Lines. So we'll take that. Uh, Dugrass, we already covered that question. Sorry, Dugrass. So we're going to jump ahead. Sean Credit joins us. Thanks so much, Sean. It would be nice if Robinhood would release all the folks from the waitlist already. Most have been on it for over a year. The card is quick or ridiculous release at this point. So I've seen rumors online that the folks who are stuck in like waitlist limbo, like Robinhood isn't able to issue a credit card in that state, which just sounds ridiculous when I say it, but or Robinhood isn't able to operate there. I don't know. I don't remember what it was I saw exactly, but yeah, the fact that there are still folks on the waiting list almost a year after announcing the card is pretty insane. Um, I have to see what tonight's announcement will be. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there, but it's really weird that they still can't get people who signed up for their card a year ago their card. Um, Texas Dog says, "What about tier credits? Those credits get you status or give you status." Nothing on the rumor about tier credits yet, but if it's anything like the card, the actual card with spend toward tier credits, we would have to see what the spend levels would be. But it's 5,000. It's a tier credit per dollar when you spend $5,000 on the card in the first year, so per year. So maybe they up that for a higher annual fee card at 149 a year. We'll see. Oh, and Sean meant quite ridiculous, not quick ridiculous. So there you go. Um, Reward credits differ from tier credits. Yeah, reward credits would be like just your standard points in a hotel chain versus like elite night points or elite night credits. So tier credits are most important. Diamond status is the sweet spot. Bill Wright says, "I give no value to a Caesars hotel credit." All right, that's fair. And I don't know how it would work. Didn't the Oilers win in 84? 83 was the last championship season for the Islanders. 79 80, 81 80, and no, sorry, 79 80, 80 81, 82 83, 83 84. So 84 was the last one because the Islanders went to the Cup again in 84 85, and they lost to Edmonton in 85. E&M, are these people waiting for that fancy gold card or just let in and get any card at all? They're just waiting to be let in to get any card at all. They're not waiting. They're not even waiting for the fancy gold card. Like the fancy gold card, there were only like 5,000 of those printed or 500 of those printed. Bill Wright, if you didn't pay me to stay, I will go to a different casino. Oh, if you don't pay me to stay, I will go to a different casino. Okay. David William, my favorite Islander moment was Dale Hunter Pierre Tirajan in 1993. That's not funny. Keith, you're right. They beat the Oilers in 83 and the Oilers avenged in 84. 79, 80, 80, 81, 81, 82. Oh, 82, 83. Sorry, I was off by one. Thanks, UC, man. All right, so with that, we're going to jump over to the MGM news that I saw. So we're going to present that. As I said, we're just going through casinos, guys. So MGM Rewards launches new perks for hotels, casinos, and cruises. New MGM Rewards. MGM has updated its member benefits in several ways. Gold members now have access to the annual cruise benefit and Marriott Bonvoy Gold Elite status, for example, while members with Pearl status and above can enjoy rollover tier credits to help them earn status the next year. Here's an overview of the new and improved perks with MGM. So Gold tier celebration credits. Gold now gets $100. Platinum gets $200. Noir gets $500. Rollover tier credits. Pearl gets $7,500. Gold will get 17,500, Platinum 17,500, Noir 17,500. Marriott Bonvoy status match. Now, the interesting thing here with the status match, I've read that it is one way, so you can match from MGM to Marriott Bonvoy. You cannot match from Bonvoy back. So Pearl will get you silver, Gold will get you gold. Platinum will get you gold. Noir will get you ambassador. So platinum doesn't even come to either Marriott Platinum or Marriott Titanium, but ambassador can be gotten with Noir because that is the invite only. Um, Cruise benefits with Celebrity and Royal Caribbean. These are all new. So you get various free plays. Marriott gift cards. You get 5% off a Marriott gift card with all benefit levels. So that's pretty bad. This benefit only applies to purchases. So the gift card benefit only applies to purchases of $300 or more made between March 25th and March 28th of 2025. Meh. So there you go. Milestone rewards. Members can now earn milestone rewards in between their tier status levels and can roll over tier credits each year. After earning 50,000 tier credits, members can roll over 7,500 credits into the next year. After earning 125,000 tier credits, you can roll over 17,500 into the following year. Additionally, the tier celebration credit is improving, offering experience credits toward hotel, dining, spa, or entertainment expenses. This improved credit offers up to $100 for gold members, $200 for platinum, and $500 for noir members. Additionally, platinum members can get up to $600 in air travel credits to fly to Las Vegas, Beau Rivage, or Borgata. This credit covers up to $1,200 in airfare for Noir members. So there you go. New cruise benefits when cruising with Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruise Lines. MGM Rewards Platinum and Noir members have greater access to upgraded rooms, more itineraries, and longer vacation options available in their annual cruise benefit. Gold members now have an annual cruise benefit. All rewards members now receive casino free play benefits based on their tier status. There you go. Gift cards, Marriott Bonvoy benefits. So, though through the Merit Rewards Bonvoy relationship, Pro members can now have complimentary status match to Bonvoy's lowest tier, which is Silver Elite. Gold members now match to Gold. There's no change for Platinum and Noir members when matching to Bonvoy Elite status. Members can also transfer points between MGM Rewards and Marriott Bonvoy, though it's not usually a good idea to do so. There was mention, I believe, on the points guide that MGM is also looking into offering a higher tier credit card as well. So that would be sweet. I'm not sure what that card is going to look like, but you do have more rewards and more uses for your status going forward with MGM. We'll go back to the comments. Keith, I remember the Islander fans chanting 1942 during Rangers games. Hey, they responded by highlighting a guy who hasn't played for the team for 30 years. And, we can't even chant 1994 because it's been so long. Texas Dog, I want a card or strategy to get status that eliminates resort fees and avoids waiting in lines. Diamond status at Caesars. Yep. And you can start with Platinum with the Caesars card, and you should be able to go up from there to Diamond relatively quickly. I don't remember the exact number. I looked at the steerboard not too long ago, earlier today, but I don't remember how many tier credits it's going to be to get from from Platinum to Diamond. And then there's like 3 levels of Diamond. It's weird. Bill Wright, if you actually gamble, get a player's card. Players Club card Vegas becomes free pretty quick. Okay. I don't actually gamble too much, so I can just forward on that that Players Club card can be beneficial. GWL3, it was actually 1940. Yeah, why did I forget that? Oh yeah, that's right, because the Islanders have been trash most of my life. I don't get into the trash talk until my team can back it up. Like, I can trash on Maple Leafs fans for signing John Tavares to the contract that they did because the Islanders went back to back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. It's harder to do that when the Islanders have not won a Stanley Cup yet, and the Rangers did in '94. Bill Wright, Caesars will fly you to different casinos with free stays, give you credits to eat, free drinks, even if you're not gambling. Very solid. Yeah, it looks like Caesars is probably the easier one to not necessarily game, but get some pretty quick and fast and useful status with them. So speaking of casinos, do we have anything else with Wyndham? No, we've got more stuff with Wyndham and Carnival Cruises though. So let's jump into that here. Um, Texas mentions that he is a touristy, not a big gambler. Okay. So we have this stuff from Wyndham that we'll go through real quick, and then I'll look for that rumor about a higher tier Marriott, not Marriott, sorry, MGM card. So going back to upgraded points, Wyndham Rewards members can now earn points and score discounts on Carnival Cruise. So if you've got the Wyndham Earners Business Card, or you've got the Wyndham cards, they have a new partnership between Wyndham and Carnival Cruises. Brings a fresh approach to vacation planning. Wyndham Rewards members can now bundle their Carnival Cruises with other travel components such as flights, rental cars, and hotel stays. Members will earn one Wyndham reward point per dollar spent on cruise, airfare, and hotel bookings, up to 10 points per dollar spent on qualifying hotel stays and activities booked through their platform. Plus, members can double dip on points and miles by earning with Wyndham Rewards and other loyalty programs for flights, cruises, and uh, rentals, done by entering your airline and cruise rewards numbers when checking in and earning with those programs as well. So, to sweeten the deal, members can also take advantage of a limited time double points promotion, included Wyndham's member month, earning twice the usual Wyndham Rewards points for all travel bundle bookings through April 30th of 2025. Travel must be completed by December 31st to qualify. Um, some bundles must include at least one night in a Wyndham property. All bookings are subject to varying cancellation and modification policies, but you do get this special discount now for Wyndham Rewards members when booking cruises. And you'll need to watch for these when booking because the companies haven't provided any specific details yet. There you go. So Wyndham travel bundles now include Carnival Cruises. You're getting an extra point. It sounds like you get 1 point per dollar on top of any other earnings that you may make with your Wyndham card. So I would assume that your Wyndham points will get an extra. Well, your Wyndham points, if you're booking with the Wyndham card, will get an extra point per dollar. So I'll jump over to looking for that MGM stuff in just a second. Texas Dog with a so Texas Dog with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. He says thumbs up, everybody. Yeah, definitely hit the like button if you like what I do, or just to keep spreading word about this live. That would be helpful. GWL3, it's painful being an Islanders fan. Glad I was alive for the 4 cups. You are lucky. I was born in 1988, so the Islanders were still making playoff appearances, but the lengthy runs in the playoffs and winning 19 straight playoff series, not in my timeline, which is quite unfortunate. But yeah, I got like things like the Sean Bates penalty shot against the Maple Leafs, ruining Michael Pekka's knee, the Yashin trade, the Luongo trade, picking Rick DiPietro, the Rick DiPietro contract. Just only the best highlights of being an Islander fan. Filmo's World, Filmo, thanks for stopping in. If you drop 10,000 in Vegas in 2017, they will still offer you many perks and freebies in 2025. Filmo, I wonder how you know that. Let's go here. We're going to go to Points Guy because that's where I remember seeing it. So you're going to join me while I jump around for news and Southwest Airlines variable rapid rewards redemption rates take effect. Yeah, variable rewards, and now they'll be introducing 9 boarding zones. I did also want to mention One and Only opening its first U.S. resort. That's going to be in Montana. 1 second. The Hyatt Regency Maui now available for just 21,000 points. Where is this MGM stuff? Sorry, Al. Here we go. MGM Rewards is launching enhanced tier and cruise benefits. I already talked about discount gift cards. I didn't talk about that. Already talked about that. And a new credit card. Okay. So we're going to scroll down, of course. 1 second. Uh, all right. Give me a second here. We're going to stop sharing that as I try to get this back up. Sorry. Super professional. I know. My apologies, everyone. I just don't want to put my email address in every time I want to read an article from the Points Guy. It's really annoying. So while I do that, we're going to go there, here, in the web page up. Okay. And we're going to present again. Sorry, folks, for that delay. There we go. So we're going to keep scrolling for news on this credit card. It's Marriott Bonvoy status. Yep, in February 2025, improved how members can match. MGM members can now match their status to Bonvoy as follows. Marriott Bonvoy members can't match their status to MGM rewards, so this is a one-way match. However, Marriott Bonvoy members can enjoy benefits when booking and benefits and earnings when booking. All right, e-gift cards. New MGM Rewards credit card. Finally, MGM will soon launch a new credit card. Oh, the new credit card will unlock an enhanced level of rewards and travel perks and allow members to earn points into your credits faster than ever before. And they were very cagey about what was happening. Right. They're very excited about the new product. All right. Well, they're coming out with a new credit card. So we'll stop sharing. That was about as useful as nothing. Sorry. All right. Bill follows up with Diamond is 15K. Slots earn one tier credit for $5 or more in spend. So 75K in bets, unless you are doing a multiplier event. All right. And he mentions gamble $125,000. You get 4 drinks a day plus a diamond plus as a diamond plus. But you got to gamble $125,000. That's a lot. All right. So my Robinhood gambit here was a complete fail. And I feel dumb for that. We still have 31 people watching. Thank you so much for those who have stuck around for my sheer silliness and trying to see what was happening with that MGM rumor. So there we go. Text the dog, Bill Rent, laughing emojis. So there you go. Yeah, those are the big things. Southwest has also mentioned that they're going to be doing, as I said, nine boarding groups, which is a lot, I think, especially because they went from like boarding group A, boarding group B, boarding group C to fill the whole plane and the cattle call. So the cattle call is ending, and they're going to have 9 boarding groups. We'll see how that ends up working for them. Still no word on their credit card restructures, but I imagine that's going to be happening after this companion pass period ends, promotional period ends. I don't know if the Southwest cards are going to be the next cards refreshed or if Chase will refresh the Sapphire cards. I thought a Sapphire card refresh was coming when they announced the 100,000 point welcome offer in branch. Like that would be part of, oh, and now the card's going to be $150 a year. But that is not the case. So we'll have to see what happens. I have to imagine they're going to refresh it at some point this year. Maybe they'll do another promotional period later in the year as part of a refresh. We'll see. Bill, laugh out loud. It's actually how it works. All right. You learn something new about gambling every day. So Bellagio is nicer than Caesar, but I like Caesar's more. Yeah, it looks like the Caesars program is pretty easy to get a good amount of value out of, even after losing Wyndham earlier this year, or like the Wyndham soft status by status matching with the Wyndham business earner. Now, if you have pure Wyndham Diamond, you can still status match over, but you have to have earned Wyndham Diamond organically. So we'll see. Someone's World, damn, 9 groups. Who the hell is in nine? Who the hell is in 9 stowaways? Yeah, that's a lot there. Those are the big things I wanted to highlight today. R/training's been a little messy today. Um, oh, United. Going back to United. So United is making one-time passes harder to gift. The expectation now, if you're going to redeem your United pass, is going to be the primary card holder or an authorized user must be present in order to use the one-time pass if they're using it for their United Explorer and United business cards. So the gifting or selling of United one-time passes is going to be cracked down on. There was also something I saw from a friend of the channel and channel member Dr. Kranz, who posted online that the United Explorer cards hotel credit, the $100 hotel credit, is broken into two $50 credits, which is garbage to me. They did mention that there wasn't any language about that for the United Quest card, so it looks like the United Quest cards Renowned Hotels credit will be $100 or $150 all in one. So, um, yeah, I'm starting to think the Quest might be the best option for folks. I'm just going to reload that. Nope, nothing happening there. So yeah, the Quest might be your best option if you're going to be considering the cards going forward. If the cards don't fit for you now, the refreshes didn't. If the cards didn't fit for you before, the refresh isn't helping you now. If those things were determining factors for you, I think the refreshes were okay. I don't love the way in which Chase implemented their coupons for the coupon books. I don't care that it's coupon bookie. I think Chase fumbled the bag badly on how they presented the coupons. And yeah, it's just rough. I've seen questions like, why does American Express get hate for coupon books versus Chase, and implications that folks are bought and paid for with like referrals and uh, things like that. It's not that. I don't like the structure of either coupon books, but the Chase ones are at least like easier for me to use, but coupons are bad. And continuing to sign up for the card and using the card and paying the annual fee and re-upping every year when the value is there and you're using the coupons kind of signals to the banks that coupons are fine. Texas Dog, if United Airlines raises the price for one-time day pass, their cards will make more sense. Yeah, I can't imagine, like, they're $59 now. If they were like 75 a pop, maybe the one-day pass would make more sense. But they've made a bunch of changes, and creating 2 tiers of the lounge membership already is not great. So I don't know if they can get away with increasing the price of the one-time pass. Phil's World, $50 hotel credit is quite lame, but very chasey. The Chase Sapphire preferred. Um, it would be very Chase of them to do it that way. So yeah, but it was just lame to see that they did that. Like, this is a company that has the $300 travel credit that applies to all travel. Why wouldn't you lean into that with this hotel credit? Why wouldn't you lean into that with the rideshare credit? Why would you break it up the way that they did and pick such dumb numbers? Like, the rideshare credit should have just been $120. Make it $10 a month. Just copy Amex, right? Don't try and be cutesy of like $8 a month up until November, and then in December it's $12 a month. Woo! What are you doing? Just 12 months, $10 a month, $120 rideshare credit. Even better would just be $100 rideshare credit, because the annual price for the rideshare memberships like Uber One, um, Lyft Pink, not even Lyft Pink All Access, but Lyft Pink, Uber One. Um, I feel like Waymo has some sort of membership tier. I think the yearly fees are about $100. So like you could get the yearly fee all at once. But no, they broke it up into 8 and 12, and it's stupid. Keith, I don't think Chase has ever raised the annual fee on any Sapphire card. The Sapphire Reserve used to be 450. Now it's 550, and people are upset. Texas Dog, I have Presidential Plus, and the only new benefit is IHG Platinum for an extra $150 annual fee. At least it's IHG Platinum, which is still pretty decent. Like you're not going to get IHG Diamond, but it's not great. I'll tell you that much. Isn't part of the justification for increases to reduce overcrowding? Yes. I just don't know that they can get away with adding the extra fee on top of everything else that they've done. Like they raised the fee for the club membership. They raised the fee. They instituted this club all access membership. Which, if that takes off, if people buy the $1,400 membership, you bet that Delta is going to do the same. Bet that American Airlines is going to do the same. There, it just wouldn't make sense for them not to. And like, if you want access to the SkyTeam lounges, you're going to have to pay the $1,400. If you want access to the One World lounges, you're going to have to pay the $1,400. If people start paying for that with United, American Airlines, yep, and Delta are going to do the exact same things. Someone's World, CSR travel credit to be broken up. I really hope not, but I was trying to say that Chase is the bank that gives you that all-in-one right there, and breaking up the hotel credit the way that they did on the United Explorer and the United Business Card didn't make sense. So, yeah, I don't think it'll be broken up. If it is, that would be terrible. If it's $75 a quarter, that would almost be tolerable if they're going to take the hideous idea. But like, I'd much rather it be 150 and 150. The $300 travel credit is like the best thing they have going for the Sapphire Reserve. Like they should have leaned into that ethos more than whatever they've been doing with these credits on the United cards. QC Man, most annoying thing about Chase is not saying when credits expire or extended in a timely manner. At least tell us that Lyft is ending instead of radio silence days before the expiration. Yeah, like my most optimistic outlook on that is like they're putting the finishing touches on negotiation on like the final whatever. Until they say it's dead and gone, I can't say that it's completely dead and gone, but it's really not helpful that we are 5 days to the end of the month, 5 days to the end of the credit, and we don't know if the credit is being extended. We don't know if the 10x on the Sapphire Reserve is being extended. It's really, really annoying, and I get it. King Sam joins us. Hey, King Sam says they could have done $15 per quarter instead of $5 per month. That would have been fine. Anything beyond a quarterly credit sucks. Yep. The $60 rideshare credit is stupid. Well, at least the $60 rideshare credit on the United Explorer is like a round number each month. It's not broken up the way that it is on the Quest card and the Club card. But then the Quest card has that stupid $15 broken up into 10 and 5 segments on the Instacart credit. So yeah, they did a lot of stupid things instead of what would have made a fair amount of sense. Mike from LA. Hey, Mike. He says, so then can the rideshare credit essentially be applied to autopay for Uber One, Lyft Pink? Wouldn't cover all of it, but enough that you don't have to think about it every month since it's on autopay. It should. Realistically, like if before you take your first rides, like if you take your first rides after your autopay renews, like I would imagine that the statement credit would apply to that autopay. So if it's $8 a month or $9.99 a month, you don't take your first ride until after that, you get the $5 put back on. You could do that. He says, I think both Uber One and Lyft Pink have monthly payment plans. I'm almost certain they do. I get Lift Pink All Access through the Sapphire Reserve, but yeah, there is a monthly Lift Pink plan. So you could get $5 back that way. You could get $8 back that way if you're on the Quest card or the Club card. But still, like, I'd rather they have just given it to us all at once. It is what it is. Bill Wright, if I reduce my use of a credit to $50 for a hotel, it would be on Hilton Surpass and getting food and beverage credit. Yeah, no, that's perfectly acceptable. Like the Hilton credit on a food and beverage credit, the credit out of Hilton restaurant, totally doable. Hilton credit at a Hilton hotel, totally doable. Still curious what they're going to do on the Hilton with the Hilton credit on after like they nuke gift cards, if they nuke gift cards. Dr. Credit also had some questions about will Chase match the new increased sign-up offers. Apparently, there's been some issues with matching the United offers. So folks have been sending secure messages trying to get the United offer matched, and Chase has been telling them no due to the increased annual fees on the cards. So I don't know what's happening with the United with a United match, but I would still assume that a Sapphire preferred match after April 3rd should be relatively easy to do, especially if you beat the intro offer spend. So we had that. That was from Dr. Credit. American Airlines has added new routes to Punta Cana and Cancun. We had a couple other airlines add a whole bunch of new routes. Anything of interest there? Spirit grows in Detroit with 15 new routes or returning routes. All right. So yeah, those are the big ticket items in the news that I wanted to highlight, and just like the rumors of a new Caesars card and a new MGM card are interesting. But beyond that, like bill pay is still a bugaboo to me, just because like how badly they botched it in terms of they could have just done bill pay as a one-time thing. Here's the email, here's the support page, here's the video on how to, and they would have way less questions, way less frustration, way less people being dumb, um, and then people yelling at Bill. Like, they brought it upon themselves. Texas Dog, maybe the Chase Palm Emerald is an update to existing cards too, and it is soon to arrive. It's possible. If I remember correctly, Palm is supposed to be their like Chase Inc. Reserve card. That this is supposed to be the answer to the Chase Inc. business card. It would make sense to launch whatever that card is going to be with a refreshed Sapphire Reserve with like, let's say it's a $6.95 annual fee, because Chase is willing to go to $6.95 now. American Express is going to go to $8.95 probably. If you saw Joe's live last night, he has an insider. He has a friend working at American Express. They mentioned that a business green card update is coming. There will be refreshes to the American Express Platinum card as well. Joe's friend was confident that they weren't going to break 900, so probably 850 or 895 for the Platinum. No idea what additional credits they'll add to the Platinum to make that savory for them. But like, we know that the Platinum's getting an upgrade. We know that some of these other cards are going to get upgraded. Chase isn't giving American Express cover to do it, but like, we just saw the Delta cards get the Delta Reserve go up to 650. We've seen the Hilton Aspire go up to 550. But we haven't seen anything beyond that. Go to home. Okay. Looks like no update from Robinhood tonight. They just preemptively stopped their live stream. Cool. So nothing to report there. I'll have to come back and see what the announcements are later. So might be a video on that later, another time. If there's anything worth reporting from that, maybe they're doing new options trading, new futures trading, something like that. But they titled this event "The Lost City of Gold," so we'll see what happens. Anyway, um, the where was I going before? Oh yeah, uh, platinum refresh. Platinum refresh would probably go to 895. Chase is going to take the Sapphire Reserve to at least 650. It doesn't make sense that the United Club card is going to go to 650 and the Sapphire Reserve is still going to stay at 550. Uh, they went to 150 on the United card. We've seen the Surpass go to 150. The American Express Green card used to be 95. It went to 150. It stands to reason the Sapphire Preferred will go to 150. What it looks like at 150, I don't know. What the Sapphire Reserve looks like at potentially 695, I don't know. As long as that travel credit isn't touched, I don't really care because the travel credit is the easiest thing in the world to redeem. Everything beyond that, we'll see. QC man, hope this doesn't mean Chase is ending matching elevated subs. That would be a real pain. I don't know that they will, but it's entirely possible that this is the beginning of the end of that. We saw a lot of mention about, hey, just send a secure message or hey, just call Chase with the ink cards. So, anything worth doing is worth overdoing is an ethos around these parts. And sometimes the banks follow up with, cool, no more. So we'll just have to see. I hope so as well, QC man, but you got to be prepared for all things. Not me again. I remember Founders Card gets you free Wyndham, free Caesar Diamond member. I don't know if they still do it. That ended in February. It's now Win Diamond. Not Wyndham, but Win, Winn. So you got like elevated win status with it. You don't get Caesar's Diamond anymore. Texas Dog follows up with so did Barclays Wyndham card. Yeah, so if you get Wyndham Diamond organically through stays, you can still status match to Caesar's Diamond, is my understanding, but through the card alone, that ended in the end of January or end of February. FOMO's World, maybe we can get somebody to add Breeze as a partner. Wells Fargo's right there. Breeze is annoying just because their points are exactly 1 cent per point. Like, and they're aware that they've got to get their earnings on that points to be slightly better. Don't know how they're going to do it, but until they are getting closer to like 1.2, 1.3, maybe north of 1.5, I'm probably just going to sit around and wait for them to be added as a partner as they get their point value up somehow. But until that time, Breeze is nice. It's a nice little airline, but I need something more than a penny per point. FOMO, laughing at Breeze. QC Man Venture X will probably increase at least $100 then. They'll still be the cheapest luxury card. Capital One is weird. They've got everything going on with their merger with Discover. And then, like, after their merger with Discover, I don't know what Capital One wants to do. Do they continue down the subprime road with Discover and just like adding people in that way, getting people paying interest on Discover cards to supplement more rewards onto Saber and the Venture X? Do they move the Quicksilver over to the Discover network? Do they invest in creating the Capital One network out of where Discover already is and then paying hundreds of millions of dollars to expand it out internationally? Do they like just pull the plug on Discover after 5 years? Like what is their I don't know what their long-term goal is. 495 though. 495, $300 coupon, $100 in points through Travel Eraser every anniversary. Still a $95 card. Like you get $5 back, but there's $95 then. It's a net $90 card to hold. With everything the Venture X already does, would still be fine. I just don't know how they don't lose money, how they're not losing money on that card. The $300 coupon is less gameable, so that helps, especially if folks don't recoup the cost on that. The 10,000 points is sort of fine. If it was $90 after the fact, yeah, I could see that. I could see them going to 495. You could even see them going to 550, just so that they can get a little bit more change in their pocket. But like, I don't know what else they'll add to the card. Really, they comes with Hertz President Circle, access to their lounges. They are still building out their lounge network, which they've still got to catch up to Chase. Um, if Chase adds another set of lounges to the Sapphire Reserve beyond Sapphire lounges and beyond the Air Canada Maple Leaf lounges, if they get like British Airways executive clubs, go somewhere a little bit different because there's not a whole lot of play in British Airways lounges in the US. So like another lounge at JFK, I think a lounge at IAD, a lounge at Boston, places where they already have lounges, but like that secondary option for you could make a certain amount of sense. I don't even know how many executive clubs there are. Hold on, let's go find out. British Airways executive clubs. I'm not trying to executive club. I want. There we go. Lounges. Lounge access, executive clubs. There we go. Reject all. So British Airways flying on a scheduled flight in club or first, silver and gold executive club members on scheduled flights operated by British Airways, Emerald and Sapphire level, One World frequent flyer programs, lounge locations. There we go. So if the Sapphire Reserve could add lounges, British Airways lounges, that would be somewhat interesting. Nope, that's just 700 airports, One World priority. Oh, whatever. So let's see, JFK. Because like you're not going to get access to. All right, this is stupid. Never mind. Lounges. The Alaska Lounge. Oh, okay. So the Alaska Lounge, Admirals Club. Yeah, British Airways and American Airlines Chelsea Lounge. Okay. I thought they had their own set of lounges. Never mind. Doesn't look like they do. Looks like they pair up with American Airlines and JFK. So that's dumb. Um, yeah. Going back to Venture X, at least $100 would be safe. I would say closer to 150, and I still don't know what their next play is. Honestly, like after the merger goes through and everything, and they become one company, are they going to invest hard in building up the Discover network? If they are, that's going to put a hold on really expanding more into their cards while they build out the network, because that's going to be a huge undertaking to build out acceptance of that. Um, I would assume like that's tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars. We'll see. Bill Wright Caesars has a 10x multiplier event right now, ends Friday. Good to know. GWL3 Capital One needs better hotel partners before increasing their annual fee. That's the thing. That's another thing. They who else can they really add? Could they add leading hotels of the world, or I prefer try and get something close to? They're also bad at negotiating point transfer rates based on the JetBlue point transfer rate. Like they've got a core at 2-1. They've got Wyndham at 1-1. They've got Choice at 1-1. They don't have. I don't think they have anyone else. Um, like who else can Capital One get? Leading hotels of the world. City's doing 5-1 with leading hotels of the world. If they could get a better transfer rate at leading hotels of the world, 4-1 would be helpful. 3-1 would be helpful. Um, if they did, I prefer where City is 1-4, so 1 thank you point to 4 I prefer points, or 4 prefer points, however, whatever they're called. Um, Capital One adding them as a transfer partner would be helpful. They would want to get something better or the same as City at 1-4. Like I'm not sure if they're able to negotiate those deals, honestly. Like, yeah, they're really bad. Like the JetBlue rate of 5-3 is like they called JetBlue and JetBlue said, yes, I will do that immediately. So, yeah. CC Man, they can start by getting JetBlue at 1-1 and Choice at 2-1 or 1-2 before they negotiate new partners. Yeah, renegotiating those deals would be great for Capital One. Like again, 5-3 was comical. Like I'm sorry, American Express has 5-4, and 5-4 feels really bad for American Express. Like they usually get the 1-1s with JetBlue, and like it's JetBlue. Like how did JetBlue negotiate getting point 0.8 point per dollar? Um, yeah, it's I don't know how Capital One approaches those negotiations, but they're really bad at it. All right, I'm waiting for the Venture X and Ritz Lounge. He means Nerf. So the Ritz Carlton Lounge Nerf. Um, oh yeah, that's going to present a whole other question. Like, is the Ritz Carlton card going to see an annual fee increase? That's become an open question now. It was mentioned on Joe's live last night. Um, I have no knowledge of anything. Like, yeah, but the Ritz card would also be seeing an annual fee increase. Now they could just go to 550, but like, and 550 is still within the realm of possibility of cards that give you Marriott Gold, just because Marriott Gold is priced so hilariously across the board. It's 125 on the Marriott Business card through American Express. It's 250 on the Chase card and the American Express card at the Bonvoy at Bountiful and Bevy level. The Sapphire Reserve at 550 has promotional gold access from time to time. You just have to complete 3 nights by the time that you like 3 nights in 3 months to establish gold. So if that is a path that you can do every year, then that is another way of earning it. Then you're spending 550 for that privilege. The American Express Platinum card is at least 695 and gives you Bonvoy gold. Business Platinum gives you Bonvoy Gold at 695, and then the Ritz Carlton card is 450 and gives you Bonvoy Gold. Like Bonvoy Gold is so disparately priced that like even the Ritz Carlton card that is no longer publicly available could go all the way to 695 and still only give you gold. Now at 695, it should keep everything it has, but you could see lounge restrictions on that card at some point. I don't know how many people are being brought in on a Ritz card at any one time. If it's more than like 3 or 4, then the lounge nerfing will begin. So yeah, we'll have to find out, and we'll find out the hard way. Texas Dog with a good point. They just increased the annual fee of the Presidential Plus. Hell yeah, they will increase the Ritz, which has more new users. Yeah, no, YouTube has done a good job of getting folks to consider getting the Ritz Carlton card because of the benefits of the Ritz Carlton card. So, um, you could definitely see the Ritz Carlton card annual fee going up. By how much, I don't know. It's 450 now. You'd be lucky to get away with 550 and only 100. It could go to 600 with a 150 annual fee. And again, if the club card goes to 695 is at 695, let's say the Sapphire Reserve goes to 695, it's within the realm of possibility that they could raise the Ritz Carlton all the way up to 695 as well. Like, be careful what you wish for. Texas, I don't remember what the new Presidential Plus annual fee is now, but if they raised it 150, a 150 raise on the Ritz Carlton card puts it at a $600 annual fee. It may be slightly stronger than the Sapphire Reserve, but yeah, nope, they can do a pretty big jump on that annual fee right now. So we'll just have to see. Frugal Dad Finance. Hey, Frugal. Nice of you to join. So let's smash that like button. Much appreciated. I don't know what the ratios are on the live right now. I'm fine not knowing. So definitely hit the like button. I appreciate you guys doing that. I was hoping to see this Robinhood announcement, but it doesn't look like I'm going to until after the stream. So I put it up there hoping that we'd see something. We do not, so it is what it is. But we've been going now for an hour and 15 minutes. I can do a couple more rounds of questions, comments, anything like that. Uh, but Tidbits wanted to highlight that April's rent day options are up to a 100% transfer bonus on Avios. If you are built platinum, it's 100%. If you're built silver, it is 60%. Built gold is 80%. And if you are built blue, basic built member, that is a 50% transfer bonus on rent day. And then they just have their regular rent day specials with like Barry's boxing and or Barry's fitness and their dining experiences, comedy, et cetera, et cetera. So rent day is done there. Rumor of a new Caesars card coming out with a $149 annual fee. $300 hotel credit in the second year, $100 dining credit, and a $50 games credit, and at least earning 7 times points at Caesars locations. MGM is teasing a new credit card. I don't know who they're partnering with. If it's FMBO, just remember that FMBO hates you, and they don't want you to use a credit card unless it's the Amtrak card or their credit cards. All their other co-branded cards are rough. Texas Docs is 450. It went from 450 to 600. Yeah, so 600 for the Ritz Carlton is completely likely. Not saying it's going to 600, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. So we'll just have to see. Like a Sapphire Reserve refresh should be coming, especially in light of the uh, United Club card and the Presidential Plus going up 150. Um, the United Club is a Visa Infinite card. Yeah, they could bring all their Visa Infinite cards to 600 plus pretty easily. Uh, I don't know if when they will, but I would imagine that they will. And we're just gonna have to deal with it when they do. Like, I just hope that whatever they do, whenever they update these cards, like they look at some point diversification for the Sapphire Reserve, because you can't have the overlap that it does with the regular Freedom cards for dining. Um, Increase the dining multiplier, increase the travel multiplier, increase the travel multiplier on the Sapphire Preferred, give the Sapphire Preferred groceries. One of their cards in the Sapphire and Freedom lineups needs a gas category. I don't care if it's the Freedom Flex. I don't care if it's the Freedom Unlimited. I don't care which card it is. They should throw a gas category on one of those cards. And one of their cards should differentiate into a category that's not typically done. And I'm not talking sports and entertainment. I'm not talking um, fitness or anything like that. Like, I would love to see Chase add a warehouse category to one of their cards. Um, that would be very, very interesting, because a lot of folks will do their grocery shopping not just at Walmarts and Targets, but also the Costco's and BJ's and Sam's Clubs of the world. And relying on Costco and BJ and Sam's Club cards isn't always the best. Although the BJ's member card, that's like the higher end one, is basically 5% at BJ's and 2% everywhere else. So you could do a lot worse than that card. Wait, let me double check that. And that is a Capital One card, a co-branded card that doesn't get talked about. So BJ's co-branded card. Let's pull that up real quick. BJ's credit card. Do. Learn more and what now? Okay. Yup. That's what I thought. We're just going to present here. Share screen. Yeah. So the BJ's One Plus MasterCard. Oh, they both have no annual fee. Nice. So the One Plus gives you 5% back on purchases on most purchases at BJ's, 2% back in rewards on purchases everywhere else MasterCard is accepted, and 15 cents off per gallon at BJ's Gas. That's actually a pretty strong card. No annual fee. Um, I don't know why you wouldn't just get this card as opposed to the BJ's One MasterCard, because the BJ's One MasterCard gives you 3% off at BJ's, 3% back at BJ's, 1.5% back on rewards everywhere else MasterCard's accepted, and only 10 cents off per gallon. So, yeah, that's silly. Rewards earned on your cards are for the life of the account. $0 no annual fee. Reward yourself. Redeem in club on BJ's.com or in the BJ's app. Card management, auto pay. Okay, that's silly. Yeah, what is the difference? BJ's One Plus, BJ's member in order to apply for the card. Yeah, that One Plus card, 5% back at BJ's and 2% everywhere else. That's actually a pretty solid card. So, yeah, but transferable currencies are even better. So, Chase should be looking at a warehouse category. That would make me happy. Or a mobile wallet category. That would make me even happier. Texas Dog mentions Presidential Plus went from 450 to 600 with only new benefit as IHG Platinum. They couldn't even throw Avis, uh, the Avis status on there. That's not cool. Texas Dog, which nerfs having an IHG card. Depends. Like if United is all you care about, then yeah, it would nerf your IHG cards. But the IHG cards aren't necessarily terrible earners, but you'd have overlapping platinum. So there's that. But right, if it wasn't said, Caesars RC can transfer to Wyndham points. Okay, so reward credits can be transferred over to Wyndham. That makes sense. Is that a straight 1-to-1 transfer, or is it like 0.8 to like 4 to 5 or something like that? Or what is the transfer rate on Caesar's rewards credits to Wyndham points? Uphill writes, are we the only people paying attention? Maybe. Yeah. So I do see we still have a good number of folks watching. So yeah, I just wanted to throw this together. I thought we'd get a little bit more news, but interesting news nonetheless. Bill pay. I'm still annoyed at Bilt for the way that they handled the whole bill pay situation. It just is what it is with Bilt. I would much rather they do things differently, but who am I but a guy on the internet, you know? All right. Yeah, we'll give this a couple more seconds here, see if anyone else chimes in. Bill Wright with the in cash. The in cash needs more than a 2x in gas. I got 5x warehouse 2024 Q4 with the United Gateway with a targeted offer. Yeah, those targeted offers are nice on their co-branded cards. I wish, and like, we don't talk about them enough on Credit Card YouTube to just tell people to turn them on, because if you're targeted, and like, not too many people are targeted with them, it feels like, but those who are, those cards become even more valuable, especially like Q4 2024 with the United Gateway. I think it was up to like $1,000 in spend. Even at $1,000 in spend, that's 5,000 more points than you would have gotten through your regular spend. $1,000 at like BJ's or Sam's or Costco on the United Gateway, $1,000 there earning you 5,000 points instead of $5,000 to get that same 5,000 points. Like, it would be better for everyone to get to have like that warehouse category a bit more, but Chase uses it for targeted nonsense. So yeah. All right. We're at the 124 mark, and I've been a little bit more and than usual. But I'll be back with another live tomorrow on the Stacker Point side of things. We're doing Thursday night lives now starting at 8:30. So come check us out over there. That's YouTube. Just Google Stack Your Points on YouTube. It's myself, call me Lonnie, RJ from Do You Take Cards, and Tariq from Reeks for Rewards. We get together and record on Monday nights, the show. And the lives are Thursdays. We might get Tariq. We might get we'll have myself and RJ. We might get Tariq. Don't know about Lonnie just because of life responsibilities there. And if we get them, we get them. If we don't, no worries. But yeah, I think we'll cut it off here. Thank you everyone who has taken the time to watch. Thank you everyone who has taken the time to put up with my delays here. Um, Greatly appreciated. I a lot in the lives. My apologies, but yeah, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time. And if you want, check us out tomorrow night on the Stack Your Points side of things. That will be on the Stack Your Points channel. Be great to have everyone join. Subscribe to that. To subscribe to the podcast. And if you like what you do, hit the like and subscribe button down below. Enjoy your guys' time tonight. Thanks for watching.